me. When I got on, I paid them back and told them it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not rock with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peaceful peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make you
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down, Watson. Got a man, that's Lil Jordan Humphrey. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First carry for Nick Chubb. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Swings this out for Hunt. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson. Going left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Chubb. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Chubb again. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Bryce Hall there defensively.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 9. Now Jones. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That's pulled in at the 32. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
He stiff arms him. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
For Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now Watson going to sneak it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Throwing, Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Hall. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Watson now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. throwing on first down. Jones. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 33. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
It's brought in by Harris. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on second down. Jones. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is...
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Chubb running right, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run again with Harris. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
From the end zone, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 99 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's 2nd and 9. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Back to throw again. That ball caught by Campbell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They juked him. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Damian Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Thunderbirds are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Watson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 90 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Watson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. He's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
A toss play to Chubb. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one